Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. I'm going to get into a lot. Someone just told me Showbiz the Adult put $500 on Tiara Brown. I want to address that. He should have just gave the money to charity instead. That would have been the smarter thing to do. But before we get into that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog. Follow me all over social media, the Boxing Bookie. Follow me also on social media at 3D Boxing. 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing blog. Losing my brain here. Please join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the non-boxing universe. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you asked to bookie anything. It gets you request a video. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you the lock of the week in the Discord. You can get all of the updated props and the live betting and such. It's the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month gets the absolute best gambling advice. Link is in the description. So in that ticker below. I have it pinned in the chat as well. When you're done with that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's the Carnival Bar. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years to get your travel autonomy and freedom back. The Carnival Bar, a meal in your pocket. CarnivalBar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Showbiz is known to do that, though. I want to address. I got to check one thing right quick. Let me check one thing right quick. Oh, yes, I need to see where I'm at. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm checking something real quick. I want to decimate that position. All right, cool. All right, we good. All right. Showbiz the Adult, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. It put $500 on Tiara Brown. He should have just, he should have just took the money and gave it to charity. St. Jude's could use it a lot more than whatever book he used, whatever book he took that bet. So she has no chance. She can't cut the ring off on her. She's slow. She's plotting. She struggles with a moving target. Period. It's short. If this was a men's fight, 3 12-minute rounds, different story. It's not. It's a women's fight. You can't run for 36 minutes. You can run for 20. And she's gonna. She's done this with better fighters. Tiara Brown is not the best fighter. Sky Nicholson in the sport. Sky Nicholson is by a mile, by a Texas mile, the best fighter Tiara Brown's ever fought. And I like Tiara Brown to a degree. I think she's a decent fighter. I think she's sound in a lot of ways, fun to watch, a lot more fun to watch than Sky Nicholson. That being said, she's 36. She wins a lot by knockout. She's not going to get a knockout. She struggled with Lilena Martinez not long ago, late in 2023. She won a majority decision in a very close fight. She hasn't fought anyone even near this level. There's nothing on her resume to suggest she can beat Sky Nicholson. She has looked better in her recent fights, but stylistically, it's just she can't win. Sky Nicholson, to me, is the easiest fight. Sky Nicholson by decision, to me, is the easiest bet you can make. It's obvious. Sky Nicholson by decision, right? This is like, if Pernell Whitaker was fighting Oscar Duarte, Pernell Whitaker by decision. Easy. This is not complicated. And no, I'm not comparing Sky Nicholson to Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker is the GOAT, baby. He's on the wall. Where is he? Where is? Well, you can't see him. He's on the wall. There he is. He's in the Steelers hat. Okay. The GOAT. Okay. I'm not comparing anyone to Pernell Whitaker. Just to put that out there. Okay. That being said, it's an analogy. She's not going to win the fight. Like, Tiara Brown can't win this fight. She's going to knock her out. She's going to knock out Sky Nicholson. She's going to land enough shots. She's going to cut the ring off. She's going to plow her way in. She's going to pressure her way in. There's just no way Brown can win. I don't even hate her. I think she's a decent fighter. She's 36. She's not athletic. She's not a mover. She's not going to be able to cut the ring off. This, to me, it's 10-0 Sky Nicholson. Sky Nicholson's list, Brown's last two opponents have like 32 losses. I agree. Like, you don't got to sell me top. I don't think there's any chance, none whatsoever, that Brown can win. And I don't even hate Brown. I think she's all right. I think Floyd is better than Whitaker, G. That's fine. I mean, Whitaker was my first GOAT. Like Whitaker was like my first ever professional athlete. I love Pernell Whitaker. You know, that was my first. And then later, Kenny Anderson became my favorite guy, but that's in basketball. Pernell Whitaker was like the first ever athlete that I loved. So he's always the GOAT to me. That's why I always use him as an analogy. I love Pernell Whitaker. Like 7 years old, watching Pernell Whitaker was awesome. All right. So I did want to address that. I don't see any way, any shape or form that Tiara Brown can win that fight. I think you should be completely comfortable and completely confident in taking that. Did Showbiz, the adult, say how she was going to win? Stoppage? She's going to win by stoppage? Is that what she was saying? All right, I'm getting all types of text messages coming in. All right, I'm gonna do 2 shows today. I want to give you guys lots. I want to go. Any questions? I try to do 2 shows, right? Because I want you to get your locks in. I want you to get your bets in for the weekend. I want everyone to make a ton of money. So I'm gonna do 2 shows. I'm gonna run it down. They're probably gonna be short. They're probably gonna be 25-minute shows, 20-minute shows. I'm not gonna stay on super long. But if you guys have any questions, comments, super chats, leave them in there. Leave them in the chat. I dropped the Nina Hughes video that is live now. I like Nina Hughes to pull the upset, but obviously, as in almost all women's fights, I think the props are safe. I would definitely take it to go the distance, and I would take the over, obviously. So those are 2 bets I think are safe. Over 8.5, and they're not even killing you. Over 8.5 to go the distance. I think those are pretty good odds. Just take them. Minus 1,400, minus 100, minus 1,000 and minus 1,400. Throw it in your parlay. I'm going to start saying 1,000. I like 1,000 better than 1,000. I'm going to say 1,000. Sky Nicholson, money line minus 800. So Tiara Brown is getting plus 500. So a $500 bet is going to make him $2,500. Okay. She's got no shot, right? Like I was talking about what's a good gamble, what's a bad gamble. $100 bet to roll a 6 on a $5 bet to roll a 6 on a roll of dice is good. Because you're winning 20 times what you bet, and you're only betting, and you have a 1 in 6 chance of winning. I don't think if they fought 10 times, Tiara Brown would win even once. So to me, and I'm being honest, these odds are too low. Now you got to set out something reasonable to get people to bet on it. But to me, minus 800 it isn't even fair. Like Sky Nicholson should actually be higher. Freddie Rojas, I'd leave it alone. Richard Fernandez, I'm not betting at minus 5,000. Alberto Mora, I don't. He's probably going to win. At minus 550, I'd rather just take Sky Nicholson by decision. That's a way better bet. It's a way better bet. Fight to go the distance, 1,000. I would take that bet, so I would take over. Fight to go the distance, yes. And then Sky Nicholson by decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sky Nicholson by decision is such a better bet at slightly better odds than Alberto Moro to win. I do think Mora will win, but this is no give me. Like Slavineski is a real fighter who's been with real dudes. I'm staying away from this fight, right? If you want to bet an upset, the odds, I wouldn't bet it. I'd stay away from it. I don't like Mora at minus 550. Even though I think he wins, it just doesn't seem like a good bet. Like there are better bets to be made at minus 550 than Alberto Mora. These minus 5,000, minus 8,000 fights, I'm just staying the hell away from. Kurt Scooby staying away. Vladimir Hernandez, I do like. I do think he wins. These pro box fights are always fun. They're always entertaining. You just don't really know what you're going to get in Vladimir Hernandez. He may go out there and look like a world beater. He may go out there and look like crap. We don't know what we're getting in Vladimir Hernandez. I do think he would win. Just bet Lester Martinez. Bet Lester Martinez instead. I like Lester Martinez. I think this is easy money at minus 380. I think there's decent value in this. I would bet this. Vladimir Hernandez is an interesting case. 16-6, but he's good. He lost to Troy Isley competitively. He fought to Jesus Ramos fairly competitively. He's got a win over Angulo, but it was he fight once a year up until recently. He got a win over Guido Sham. Stopped Guido Sham fight on Pro Box. He's a good fighter. Vladimir Hernandez is a good fighter. I do think he beats Isaac Lucero. Isaias Lucero. I do think he wins this fight. Lucero doesn't have much on his resume. I would bet on this. I think he's worth it. At minus 180, I think he's worth it. I would bet this. Now, this is one I would stay the hell away from. Malik Montgomery, Jeremy Hill. Stay away from this. This has got upset written all over it. Minus 1,200. There's no value in picking Malik Montgomery. Like, he's probably going to win. Like, I would say there's a 65, 70% chance he's going to win. Like I said, 2-1. 2-1 he wins. Except he's being paid 1-12, right? So Jeremy Hill is being paid 7-1. I think he's got a 35% chance of winning, a 30% chance of winning. You guys want to call an upset? You guys want to probably lose your money, but risk it to potentially win big? This is what I'm talking about, rolling the dice, right? $100, a $5 bet to win $100 if you roll a 6. 1 in 6 chance to make 20 times my money. 1 in 6 chance. The odds say to do it. The odds say to make this bet. I'm not telling you to make it. He's probably going to lose. You know, I would say he loses 2 out of 3 times, maybe 3 out of 4. But even if it's 3 out of 4, the odds still makes sense at plus 700. They're telling me he's going to only win once out of 8. Take Jeremy Hill, or don't, or just bet Elijah Garcia. Elijah Garcia to win. Bet Elijah Garcia to win, and then take Jesus Ramos. Like, we're talking about bets, right? And want a good bet? Jesus Ramos by stoppage at minus 320. That's a better bet than Mora at minus 550. Like, this is more likely to happen. Like, this, this is almost certainly going to happen. Vladimir Hernandez stopped him. Jesus Ramos is almost certainly going to stop Guido Sham. 100%. That. And then Fundora, you can throw your money on Fundora. Fundora, I like Fundora. This is going to be live tonight. Fundora fight specials. Let's see what we got here. Let's see any props. Either fighter to be knocked down in the first half of the fight. I like that. Ooh, I like that. I like that bet. I like either fighter to be knocked down in the first half of the fight. I would get on that at minus 125. That's a cool prop right there. Fundora by KO, TKO, DQ. You know what? That's at minus 200. At minus 220, I would just fight to go the distance. No. I would bet Fundora to win and the fight not to go the distance, and I would take that knockdown prop. To me, Booker gets a knockout. there's a disqualification, whatever. You give yourself a little room to play with. I think that's a better bet. Like, if you want to make this, I'm fine with it. It's a little bit better. I just think at minus 200 or minus 220, I would just take this. Let's take fight not to go the distance. I think that's a good bet. You give yourself that little extra wiggle room. I like it. Let me get to some of these. I don't think it was against Sky. He's a fan of Tiara Brown. I've been following her. Yeah, I like Tiara Brown too. I do. Right? She's not gonna. It's got. For me to say Tiara Brown is underrated and under the radar, and she's pretty good. It's his true statement. She's going to beat Sky Nicholson is an outrageous statement. That's not true, right? Like, here's my point, right? Ramon Cardenas is a good friend of mine. I followed his whole career, I've covered him since like 2017 in San Antonio. I think he's good. I think he's underrated. He's not going to beat Inoue. He's not going to beat Inoue. Ramon Cardenas, my dear friend, who I love, who I followed his whole career. If you go to Texas Boxing Scene, you can find a million interviews with him. He's not beating Inoue. And I think he's underrated, and I think he's good, and I follow his whole career. I like him a lot. He's a good fighter. He can win a world title. He's just not going to beat Inoue. It's what it is. It's what it is. He was just taking her to win, I think. He was just taking Tiara Brown money line. Yeah, it's plus 500. All right. What up, Thunderlips? What up, Thunderlips? Did you look at the Rojas fight? Someone in the Discord was going to take him on the money line. I didn't see that. I gotta get caught up on the Discord. He's minus 2,500, right? Yeah, minus 2,500. I mean, he's gonna win. It's just like, what? On a standalone bet, how much is he betting? Like, how much could he possibly be betting that's worth it for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to bet 25 grand, 2,500 to win $100. The 25 to 1 favorite. You want to bet on it? Bet on it. I can't see it. I mean, I can't see it's gonna hit. He's gonna win. I just don't see value in it. But I could be wrong. Y'all started the party. I'm hearing that. Now it's a party. Before it was a live stream, Rondo. Now it's a goddamn party. Neeks will win. She's like Chantel Cameron, and Nina is a whack 40-year-old Katie Taylor. Take the over, maybe. I like Nina Hughes. I think Nina Hughes won the first fight. I think she outworked her. I think she's the more skilled fighter. I think she's actually the better athlete who's quicker. I just see Neeks, and I see a weight bully. That's really all I see. She's got a nice jab. She gets hit a lot. She can't really keep you off of her. She doesn't really cut the ring off. She's just a weight bully. And I think Nina Hughes is a little bit too skilled for that. So, look, could I see Neeks winning? Yeah, maybe. She could bully her around the ring, make the fight real ugly, and get another ugly decision. Could that happen? Yeah, it could. I would lean towards Hughes, but just take the over. Just take the over, take the over. Kyle Hayden in the house. I thought he has a chance. The guy was putting it as part of a parlay. Yeah, you want to put it in a parlay? Fighting Maurice Lee. He fought my boy Jonathan Steele. Beat Dakota Linga. He beat Gilbert Venegas. It's a while ago. Yeah, you want my honest opinion? Don't bet on this fight. That's my honest opinion, is don't bet on the Freddie Rojas fight. Don't bet on that fight. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it altogether. That's my honest bet, is stay away from it altogether. Stay away from it. The fight's too dangerous for those odds. Minus 25, it's not paying anything. And he's fighting a live guy. He's fought the guy who's beaten some guys. Like Dakota Lenga, he beat him. He's got some, he's been in tough. He's been in rugged. I would not touch that fight. Minus 2,500, like, just don't even bother. Like, it's not bringing you odds. It's bringing your odds down from what to what, right? Like, what is it really bringing your odds down to? To me, that's not worth the risk. That's just me. I'm kind of with you. Don't bet on that. 100%. All right. I'll just wrap through this one more time. The bets that I like, and then I will be live again tonight, and I'll be live again tomorrow when all the fighting is over. I will go live. We'll do an immediate reaction to all the cards. So I'll be live once tomorrow. I'm going to be live again later today. But I'm going to give you guys 2 shows today because I want you guys, if you can't catch this show, you can catch later one. If you can't catch later ones, you can catch this one. I give you guys 2 shows. Nina Hughes plus 140. Take it. Nina Hughes and Johnson over. To go the distance and the over. Take both of them. Sky Nicholson money line. Sky Nicholson by decision. Sky Nicholson over 8.5. That fight to go the distance. Sky Nicholson is the fight we're making money on. So Sky Nicholson, all these bets are good. Sky Nicholson money line, Sky Nicholson by decision. Sky Nicholson to go the distance, Sky Nicholson over 8.5 rounds. Take all of them. Vladimir Hernandez, I like Vladdy at minus 180. It's a tough fight. It's a rugged fight. I do think he wins. I would say it's worth it. He should win. Minus 180. Lester Martinez, minus 380. Just take it. Elijah Garcia, minus 650. Another good bet. Garcia, Martinez, good bets. I like Martinez a lot at minus 380. Ramos by KO. I like Ramos by KO. You can lock it up. Ramos by KO. Ramos by money line. Either one is fine. Sebastian Fundora, minus 1,400. The other one I like is this prop right here. Either fighter to be knocked down in the first half of the fight, minus 125. Minus 125 and minus 220 for that fight not to go the distance. And I would not take this bet. All right. So on Fundora, I like the not to go the distance prop, and I like the prop for either fighter to be knocked down in the first half of the fight. I like both of those. All right, y'all. That's everything I got. I will be back later tonight. Let me address these right quick. Oh, God. Rocket. Hard Rock still hasn't updated the fights. I only have Sky and Hughes, Johnson, Garcia, Hughes, Garcia, Goucher, Hughes, Johnson, Garcia, and Fundora. That sucks. That's all you got on Hard Rock? Whack. Rock, you're not taking Martinez and Ramos. He doesn't have it on Hard Rock. It sucks, man. I low-key, this Pandora goes the distance, guys. Am I crazy? No, I don't think it's crazy to think it goes the distance. I wouldn't bet on it. If you like it, bet it. If you think so, Joe Lewis, bet it. Joy Lewis, bet it. It's going to pay you good odds, right? If you think that fight goes the distance, take it. I don't, so I wouldn't bet it. Over. Oh, it's even money. Fight to go the distance. You get plus 160 if it goes the distance. Not bad odds. You want to take it? Vladdy's got to lose soon. Good chance to Lucero. Maybe. Again, I'm not uber confident on that. I wouldn't call it a lock. I wouldn't guarantee it, but I think he wins. I think Vladimir Hernandez has done a lot of good work. Vladimir Hernandez is a fighter that's proven himself at this level, at the pro box level. So I'm going to take him to win. That's excellent advice by Rocket. Smash the like, y'all. Smash the like. This is excellent advice from Rocket. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. I will be live tonight. Thank you all for dropping by. I'll be live again tonight around 7:30, something like that. And we'll review everything again. Another short show. I'll give you guys 2 shows on Friday. I want everyone to be able to catch the content. All right, guys. It is March 21st, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you. God bless. Oh, if you have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chat, leave them now or forever hold your peace, y'all. Thanks everyone for dropping by. Texas to the world. Thank y'all. And God bless. Guys, remember to join the Patreon too.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.